All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, welcome to Spartan Stadium, or Spartan Field at Johnny Ambo Stadium here. Um, we we were live for the first two innings, but I don't know. We hit a wrong button, so we don't know where we were live to. But here we are, starting the third inning. East Ascension Spartans taking on Ascension Christian Lions. That's Camden Snowden pitching right now for the Spartans. And that's Brock Neighbors, number 16, batting for the Lions. And we'll get you caught up to what's been happening in this game so far. So in the first inning, the Lions went to bat first. Jones hits a base hit over the shortstop. Jackson lays down a sacrifice bunt, moves Jones over. Brignac comes out. He flies out to center field, and runner Jones advances to third. They appeal it. He had left early, so it ended the inning. Spartans gave up no runs in that inning. Spartans go to bat. We had Ethan Deal leading off, and he struck out. Hudson Browning, they intentionally walked. Lacombe walked. Blanchard hits a base hit and scores a run. Cook struck out. Power struck out. They ended the first inning 1-0. Let's see here, and that was so that was Brock Neighbors hits a base hit into center field, and that pitch gets away from the catcher, and Neighbors is going to move on down to second base here. That's Eli Brignac right now batting for the Lions. We're going to get you all caught up, ladies and gentlemen, in just a second. We'll get everything back on track here. He shows bunt and doesn't get the bunt down, so that's a strike. So it's 1-1 count on him. He's showing bunt again. Blanchard's up in his face. And that's going to be a ball. So 2-1 is the count. Brody Brooks was looking to throw that ball, but Neighbors retreated back pretty quick. And it's going to be hit right at the shortstop and going one and got that out and checking the runner back to third. Neighbors gets back to third there. So Brignac sacrifices and moves the runner over.
Yep, just as good as a bunt. Thought for
Absolutely.
a second Cook would have had a chance to catch it in the air, but the ball kind of
Yeah,
died
it
on
died.
him.
Yeah. So now we're going to be back to the top of the order with Jones up to bat. And he's going to hit the first pitch and right to Hudson Browning at third. And he throws across the diamond for an out to Blanchard. So that's going to be 2 away right there. But the Lions are going to get on the board now. So it's they're going to plate one. Neighbors is going to score.
Now batting number 14, Brax Jackson.
And Brax Jackson's up to bat now. First pitch is fouled off. All right, that pitch is going to be fouled into the dugout. So count on Jackson's going to be 0-2 now.
We'll see what Snowden and Coach Krim got in mind here.
A little up and inside there for a ball. Look, you had him 0-2. You can afford to waste one there. 1-2 count here. Curveball, and he swings on it and strikes out Jackson in the inning here, but the Lions do plate one. So we'll bounce back. I'll get you called up real quick. So we went over inning number 1. Spartans were leading 1-0 after that. The Lions in inning number 2 bring up Fan Guy, who strikes out LeBlanc, who gets a hit. Painter struck out, and then LeBlanc struck out looking. So they played at no runs there. The Spartans come in. Snowden comes up. Base hit to right field. Brooks followed with a hit by pitch. Morrow lays down a bunt. Everybody was safe. Ethan Deal comes in. He flies out. He flies to left center field for a base hit that's going to score 2 RBIs on that one. Hudson Browning comes in and hits a hot shot at the third baseman. Scores another run. Lacombe comes up and hits a double. Somehow, some way, I missed an out somewheres in there. But anyway, after Lacombe hit that got out there. Let's see who was. Ethan Blanchard popped up. I'm sorry, Ethan Blanchard popped up on the infield. And that ended that inning. So, but the Spartans had played at 3, so it was 3-0 after the second. And that's when we were just broadcasting to the world, right? We don't know where we were at, where it was coming through.
It may show up, it may not.
Yeah, but now we are in, okay? So we got you called up. So this is bottom of the third. Spartans up 4-1. Lucas Cook is up to bat right now. And Lucas is going to drive the first pitch down the line, and he's going to hit first base and make a turn and hold up there. So nice piece of hitting right there by Cook.
If the bats are staying hot, staying real aggressive here at the plate.
Now batting number 1, Dylan Powers.
Dylan Powers up to bat now. So those of you just joining us, or us that are just joining you, I am Ralph DeLatte. Coach Scott Skip Krill is off tonight for a birthday. So filling in for him is newly announced fire chief of the city of Gonzales, Mr. Preston Landry. So Preston's doing a heck of a job filling in for us. And here we go. Powers showing bunt and pulls back, and Cook steals second base on that.
Yep, Powers another one with a whole bunch of speed, and I certainly wouldn't be surprised to see the Spartans keep the bunt on here in this situation.
Oh, absolutely. I think so, too. And that was almost, he could have wore that one. Powers calls time and steps out of the box, gets another sign here from Coach Grimm. Ball is outside. Going to be 3-0 count on Powers here. And pick off the second base, and it's not even close. So,
And
pitch is down, and Powers is going to get to first base on a walk. So, runners at first and second now.
Now batting number 9, Camden Snowden.
Yeah, starting pitchers up to bat now, Camden Snowden. He's showing bunt right there and gets hit by pitch. So that's going to load up the bases. So that's going to bring up number 30, Brody Brooks, the catcher. And Blackburn going in to run for
24,
Snowden.
Mason Blackburn running for the pitcher at first. At the plate, the catcher, number 30, Brody Brooks.
Spartans really could break it wide open with a base hit right here.
Oh, base hit right here is all they need. We look, I'm not greedy. I like one at a time. That pitch is outside for ball 1. Brooks was hit by a pitch last time he was up. And that ball missed way inside, so he's not throwing with a lot of velocity. But he's got a lot of movement on that ball, I tell you.
Yeah, he certainly got a collection of breaking pitches.
Yeah.
Moving a couple different ways.
Yeah, coach is going to walk out and go have a talk with the young man and try to settle him in.
But since he's come in, we've certainly found the strikes when he was in the strike zone.
Oh, we've hit it hard when he was in the strike zone.
And the Spartans are hitting it hard
Yeah.
when he misses his spot.
Yep. All right, he's going to leave him in there, so we'll see what Neighbors got. So Brooks is going to dig back in here, and he's got a 2-ball, no strike count on him. Big swing and a miss. And we just scored a run. Did he balk it? Okay, so it's 2 balls, no strikes. They said he balked. So that moved all the runners over. Run does come in. So all right, Achilles, so
Right.
in baseball, Brooks fouls that ball off, so now it's 2-1. So in baseball, once a pitcher comes set,
Right.
he can move his head to look at the runners, but he cannot move
His
anything other than the head. And apparently he did. I didn't see it. Umpire, that's why he gets right there so he can see him whenever runners are on. You can see it a lot better. But then from that angle, you can see it better than down the first baseline.
Gotcha.
But also he's there because he needs a better view of the other bases as well. So beautiful pitch and strikes him out. Brooks goes down swinging on a big breaking ball.
Yep, I think that's his best breaking ball so far of the night.
That was best pitch he's thrown
Yeah.
so far, no doubt.
Really had us confused. And it swung right over the top.
Yep. I mean, look, it looked like it was going to be one of those big fat balls that are in your eyes, right? And then it just dropped. The bottom fell out, and he swung right over the top of it. So Morrow showing bunt, and okay, so he doesn't bunt, catcher doesn't catch the ball, and so becomes a wild pitch, and runner scores on that one. So Spartans played another run. Unconventional run right there. Like,
Yeah, I wasn't sure. It almost looked from here like he fouled it off.
I thought so
guess
too,
that
but
wasn't the case.
Everybody kind of leaned that way, so it was kind of hard to see. But that pitch right there missed outside, so it's so he did. So on the bunt, he did call that a strike because he apparently didn't pull his bat back. So the count is 1-1. And that pitch is right down the middle for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Morrow here. And that pitch is outside. So it's 2-2 on the batter, Morrow. This the way we've scored runs this inning is about as normal as we ran this broadcast the first 2 innings.
Right.
You know, it was just
That's why you always write with a pencil with the scorebook.
That's right. Two pitch, and Morrow fouls this one back into the stands off of the Spartan Grill over there. All right, so we got to run a Blackburn at third. Only one out here. 2-2 pitch, and and he went. He tried to avoid. Pitch was inside, up high by the head, and he tried to get out of the way, but he brought the bat with him. So Morrow's going to go down as a strikeout there.
Now batting right
And then
fielder,
that's going to
number
bring
7,
up Ethan Deal, leadoff batter. Deal hit him a fly ball that scored 2 Spartans last inning.
They hit it really hard in the left center field gap.
Yeah.
Which I thought for a second, left fielder almost had it tracked down, but
He lost it somewhere in there, so that pitch is going to be in for a strike. Yeah, I thought he had it too, but then, you know, and Skip and I talk about it all the time. These LED lights, they're tricky. If you're not used to them, playing on them, they play funky with the ball. Pitch on the inside and misses there, so that's going to be a 1-1 on Ethan Deal. Big swing and miss by Deal right there. So right now, Deal just needs to shorten that swing up and just look for contact right here. Poke it through a hole.
And you got to figure more breaking balls are coming to you.
Yeah. He's not seeing fastballs. Even and look, young man's doing a great job, but even his fastball is a changeup. So ball way inside and hits Deal on the back, so he's going to take first base.
Yeah, you think the approach of sit and wait on breaking ball and be able to catch up to this fastball if you do get it.
Right. All right, so let's see what they're going to do with Hudson now. Pitcher's looking at the dugout, putting his hands up, but want to know. They're going to pitch to him. Runners at first and third with 2 outs for Hudson Browning, who on the weekend swung a pretty hot bat there. So, all right, Deal's going to take off trotting to first base, and well, we're trying to play a little cat and mouse game, and
after all that, we just reset.
yeah, just reset there. So basically, Deal just starts walking down the line, and Blackburn should start walking down the line as well. And you're basically trying to get Deal's getting their attention so we can try to get Blackburn to score. But everybody played it well.
And Blackburn's super young, I think.
Yeah. He didn't get real deep down the line. So pitch is on the outside, and Deal's going to get to second on that.
And certainly not to question Coach Grimm, but, with Browning at the plate, you got 2 outs. I hate to take the bat out of his hands with 2 guys on base.
Yeah, and
if you get caught.
Correct. But, if you do get caught, you're not in a bad spot, and you line up with Browning and Lacombe coming up, to lead off the next inning. And that pitch is way outside as well. So I don't think this is an intentional walk, but I think this is an intentional walk. They're going to pitch all around him and try
see if you
not
get him to
get
chase something, make some weak contact.
Yep. And Hudson just tattoos this baseball, and left fielder is going to make the catch, and that's going to end the inning. So left field fly out, and so let's see. We're going to score 2 in that one, and that's going to bring the score to 6-1 East Ascension. Yeah, gotcha. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Spartans up 6-1 over Ascension Christian. And at this time, we're going to bring in a special guest, Mr. Caden Gotro. Caden Gotro was a Spartan baseball and football player and graduated, is that last year?
Last year.
Last year. How you been, man?
I've been good. I've been living life as of right now.
Yeah.
Being home for Mardi Gras / spring break. So it's been fun.
So we were with you a couple weeks ago. Was that 2 weeks ago? We were with you up in Shreveport, where you at playing football over there, and it was good seeing you. We hadn't seen you in a while, but so how's that going for you with playing football over there?
It's going good. We started off the season with right around 8 to 9 quarterbacks, and then we ended the season with 3 healthy quarterbacks.
3 healthy quarterbacks. Wow.
So it was a long and interesting journey last season. I'll say that.
Yeah. This is Brignac batting right now, and he's got a 2-2 count on him. He just fouled one off pretty hard to the backstop. And that pitch is going to miss now. Low Snowden wanted that, and I think every fan out there wanted it as well. So, Caden, so do you miss playing baseball any?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was whenever I was going up for football at sitting there, I was thinking about also playing baseball over there too. Mm-hmm. But whenever I found out that there's more baseball players than football players, I immediately backed out of that decision.
Yeah, I heard you telling us that a couple weeks ago over there, and that was just, it blew my mind. I couldn't believe that. Yeah. Snowden gets a big strikeout over here on Brignac, and that's going to bring up Fan Guy up. And so you graduate, you leave East Ascension, you're out Centenary playing football, and Dad decides to come and join the coaching staff at East Ascension. So sitting back now and looking, what do you think when you look down there and see Dad pacing? Because, he never sits still, right?
No, he never does.
And so,
and anything he does, he never sits still.
Never. And
even in his chair watching TV, he's always rocking recliner.
Yeah, but how cool is that down there?
That's pretty. I like it a lot.
Your dad's been around the game a long time, just like most of us, and he really knows what he's doing, and he's doing a great job with the pitching staff here. But for you to come back and just sit back, and I saw your mom a while ago. Now y'all are coming to be a fan of Dad. right?
Yeah.
You know, I just think it's pretty cool. You know,
Yeah.
it would have been cooler if he was on staff while you were
Oh
playing
yeah,
here.
absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
yeah,
But he said he didn't want to do all that because that would have brought a lot of tension.
yeah,
with
it does. It
all
does.
the fans and stuff.
Yeah. All right, this ball's popped up back out of play. Yeah, and look, your dad, he coached you all the way up until you got here, kind of like me. I coached my son all the way up, and
Yeah.
and you do hear a lot of, stuff, and we're tougher on you guys because we don't want anybody saying, "Oh, you're only playing because you're my kid," right?
Yeah.
So we're tougher on you guys, and I think at the end of the day, it makes y'all a better player.
Oh, yeah,
at the end
absolutely.
of the day, so so we know how well you played the game. Starting center field, you were 3 years starting center fielder, or
I'll say two and a
years?
half.
Yeah, 2.5 years. Yeah.
I didn't start sophomore year until the first game I started was the second game of the Sandoval series.
I got you.
And that was the first district series.
Yes. All right, so Snowden's going to get another big strikeout right there. That's 2 on the inning so far. LeBlanc, shortstop LeBlanc is going to be coming in to bat now. Yeah, so you were a big part of, the last playoff team that we
Yeah.
had here, right?
The first team to host a playoff game / series since I think it was 2012.
Yeah, it was a long time.
Yeah.
Long time. So it's 10 or 12 years since we had hosted a playoff game. And, my son was a senior that year, and you were a junior, and it was pretty magical. I mean,
That game,
played Sulphur, who was
yeah,
pretty dang good, but, and it was a war.
it was.
What did that game end? 2-1?
The first game was 2-1.
Yep.
And then the second game, they got out on us.
Oh, hang on there. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna cut you off right there because this was a laid down bunt. We make the play, we throw it over to first base, and they were called safe, but Coach Grimm's stepping up to the field. He's not happy with that call, and I wouldn't be either right now. Young man was out. At least from up here, he was out. But anyway, Painter is up to the plate now with a runner on. Runner on first. Let's see how Snowden handles this with all this going on here. And he swings at that first pitch. He tried to pull back, but that's a strike one. So back to that playoff series. I mean, it was just being part of that really history because it had been so long since we had done it. How was that whole atmosphere for you?
It was electric. I would say that was probably the best atmosphere I've been a part of since being at EA, other than maybe the Sandoval versus EA football game. It was, I think it was senior year.
Your senior year?
Mm-hmm. That was probably the best atmosphere I've been a part of, and then obviously the playoff baseball game was right after that. Because I mean, we had the entire the entire stands was full.
Yeah.
Like we had the whole football team here.
Yeah.
They were chirping. It was the most packed I've ever seen.
It was standing room only here.
Yeah.
It was an electric atmosphere. Big strikeout right there for Snowden to end the inning. So we're going to give up nothing right there. Let's see here. And that was Painter.
This one left on.
All righty. So the Spartans about to come back to bat. So different look of the team.
Yeah.
Okay. So and we had talked about this even through the Winter World Series when we broadcast the games, and we've touched on it a little bit every time. This is when you look at this Spartan baseball team, and you've been a part of 4 different years out here, right? Yeah. And you look at this team, and they're all pretty small.
Yeah.
Not real big, not a lot of power hitters, not a lot of guys that throw it 90, right? I don't even think we got one that's maybe hitting 80, right?
Snowden, I've been around Snowden. Even last year he'll hit 78, 79. So I'm pretty sure. Whenever I was down at the concession stands earlier in the game today, he looked like he was hitting 80. It's hitting 80, 81.
So this is not the normal Spartan baseball team that we've seen in the past, just by looking at them. But what I like about this Spartan team is how scrappy they are. They're not afraid to play small ball.
No.
They're going to create chaos to make things happen. And they have found a way to win. And, you know, we had talked about it earlier. They didn't get to hear us because I messed up the intro of the broadcast. So, but the Hahnville game the other night, Friday night, Hahnville's a legit program this year.
Yeah, they got 3 D1 commits
Yes.
with a junior who's committed to LSU.
That is a
Tops
fact.
out at 94 on the mound.
Yeah, and we took them to the final inning and lost 5-4.
Yeah,
It was impressive, right? And I walked in the coach's office after, and I said, "Coach, we won. That was a win."
Yeah.
And from there, this team just jumped on this and came back Saturday and just looked impressive. Looks impressive tonight.
Yeah.
And
I say those type of games where you play a really good team and you play them the entire game, and even if you lose by 1 or 2 runs, I would take those type of games over games that we beat down on teams 12-0.
absolutely.
Yeah, you want the win, but if you're playing a certified playoff team that's going to host playoff games and you play them throughout the entire game, that's going to build throughout the season.
And the positive thing for the coaches, you know, we got down early in that game. And
we got down 5-1.
5-1, yes. And you would think, you know, most people would just tuck tail at that point. But we didn't. We fought back and found a way. And
we even made some mistakes throughout those games. Later in that game, too, they had, I think, Logan Russo lost the ball.
We lost the ball, yep.
And I think he got to either second or third. I think he got to third.
Yeah,
but
he got third on it.
They limited him from scoring, and then we were able to jump on the sticks right after that.
Absolutely. So, you know, and it's you know, it's a contagious thing. We keep talking about hits and winning and that kind of stuff. And we're on the upside right now. Lacombe just grounded out to the pitcher. It's going to bring up Blanchard here now. So when you see a pitcher that comes in and he's throwing like this young man who's majority off speed, how does that change your approach as a hitter?
For me, I would switch my approach from jumping fastball early in the count to sit on the off speed.
So you're pretty much going to take the fastball.
You sit and you react.
Okay.
That's how
I follow you.
You kind of take it to a 2-strike approach.
Gotcha.
Kinda.
Exactly.
You want to watch. You want to sit off speed and react to the fastball.
Yeah.
You want to hit that fastball kind of towards opposite side of the field.
So Blanchard just rips one at the shortstop, and shortstop tried to get dirty on it, and ball got through. So that's going to be a base hit there for Blanchard.
Now batting shortstop, number 2, Lucas Cook.
That's going to bring up Lucas Cook to the plate. Shortstop for the Spartans. And he's going to turn on the first pitch for a base hit between short and third, and that's going to move Blanchard over to second. All right, Caden. Well, look, man, I'm glad you came by, and as always, we love you and glad to have you anytime. So
I should be coming here around more often. If that's I should be coming to the games if I'm home from school. So.
Good. Always a pleasure to have you, brother.
Yes, sir.
All right, good seeing you, man. All right, Dylan Powers is coming up to bat now. All right, Chief. Got you back on now.
Number 16, Tristan Manuel running at second for Blanchard.
All right, Tristan Manuel is going to be the runner at second base now. That first breaking ball was down for a ball.
He's still getting a certain steady diet of all his breaking stuff.
Oh, no doubt. And look, he's I think his fastball looks like a breaking ball, though. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, he's working his tail off. I know that. He is definitely pumping. And that's so hard to hit whenever, and his movement is it's all over, right? He can break it inside, he can break it outside. That's tough to get a grip on right there. And Powers just drives this one down the line of right field, and he's going to be on his horses. We're going to score 2. Powers is coming to 3. And he's got a stand-up triple right there, and 2 RBIs on that hit.
Yep, stayed back. You know, more of the breaking stuff,
Yeah.
and really put a good ride on it. And the right fielder knew he was going to be on his horse the whole time, but he got it into the corner and cleared the bases there with a stand-up triple.
All right, here comes Snowden up to bat now. And I think you see that with all the Spartan batters now. You know, Coach Corey's probably got them all thinking, like Caden Gotro just said, we're gonna look off speed. Okay, so you know they're sitting in, they're letting the ball travel a little bit further, and you know, trying to hit the ball where it's pitched right now.
Yeah, I really like when Caden described it as from the start of the at-bat, you're taking the 2-strike approach.
Yes.
For all this diet of breaking balls
Absolutely.
that you're getting.
And that pitch is down in the dirt. That's going to be 2 balls, 1 strike on Snowden.
Well, I don't know. He might have been in the National League too. Maybe he didn't play.
Snowden's going to pop this one up on the infield. Third baseman's camped out underneath it and makes the play.
Now batting the catcher, number 30, Brody Brooks.
All right, that's going to bring up Brody Brooks to the plate.
That was the 3 teams he played for.
Starting to see some of the softball players showing up here tonight after they got a big win tonight at home.
Yeah, it stopped at softball before we came to the ballpark this evening, and they went down 1-0 early and never looked back.
Never look back, huh? Yeah, when last time I checked, it was 14-1. That pitch is fouled back, so. That's going to be a strike 2 call right there on that breaking pitch.
A really nice curveball over for the strike.
All right, that breaking ball is going to be outside and get away from the catcher, but the runner cannot score on it. That's going to bring up 2-2 count with 2 outs and a runner at third for Brooks right here. See if the sophomore catcher can get something to stay alive right here or put this ball in play. And it's a swinging bunt that is going to get foul.
What people do is they use Windex. It's the worst thing in the world. And it builds a film. You see that film you say? Scratch it. It'll never go away.
I don't know if you can hear them or they can hear them at home, but they're giving a lesson on cleaning windows with Windex.
Well,
All right, and he's going to, off the third baseman's glove, that's going to plate a run, and Brooks is safe at first.
See, I'm just going to tell you.
it's a hard hit ball. I don't know whether you give that one a hit or an error.
If I'm marking that, I'm calling that error all day.
Yeah.
It was hard hit, but he still had time to get in front of it.
He could have collected himself
absolutely.
and certainly tried to make the play.
Absolutely. All right, Morrow's going to foul that one out of play there.
See if Morrow can keep things going here with 2 outs.
And that pitch is going to be a ball. Morrow's going to be looking at a 1-1 count here with a base runner at first. That's Jackson LeBlanc running over at first base now. Here comes a pitch, and it's a ball away.
Okay, you're right about that. But I mean, it's a lot of
Brock Neighbors is a young man on the mound for the Lions. He's been out there for a few innings now, and ground ball to shortstop, and he's going to take it himself, and that's going to end the inning. And let's see here. That's 2. Spartans are going to play 3 on this one, so it's going to put it 9-1.
Yep. Spartans have scored it.
At West Washington.
Yeah, you were asking about the park over there in Ruston. Back in I'm trying to think what year it was. I don't know. I coached.
I want to say it opened in 2017, 2018.
So one year I coached All Stars, and we had to go there to play. And most runs we ever scored in a game that I ever coached, we put up 35 on some team from Washita. I forget who it was.
Yeah.
I think it was a Washita team. Ended up losing to Franklin.
Leading off center fielder number 1.
2 South teams ended up playing, and they ended up beating us. But That beautiful place over there. That's where the Spartans will be playing, or in the area next week.
But Thursday night they'll
Thursday.
be even there. Even Louisiana Tech, well, that was their home for a year after their stadium got taken out by a tornado.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's that it's that caliber of a ballpark
Yes.
where you can even have Division I college baseball being played there.
Spartans got a new first baseman right now, Tristan Manuel. That ball right there, Preston LeBlanc just pokes one right over the second baseman Avery Gotro's head for a base hit.
At the plate, second baseman, number 16, Brock Neighbors.
Brock Neighbors coming up to bat now, and that is your pitcher for the Lions. Had him a little base hit to center field last time he was up. Tell you what, Tristan Manuel pitched Saturday night, and wow. He was lights out, man. He was, and the cool thing was Brock Mathern was up here doing a little interview with us, and, you know, he's one of the quarterbacks for the Spartans, and he can sling a baseball just like he can sling a football. He was pretty exciting to watch.
Yeah, I've been up here in the press box with Coach Brock before, and if I can imagine, he had a piece of paper and was probably drawing out plays for Tristan as he sat here. Or if it wasn't on paper, it was at least in his head.
Yep. Well, and whoever gets the nod at quarterback, they better get ready to throw it a lot, because they, he's real high on this receiving class that they have this year. So Neighbors hits a ball into right center, right over the leaping Ethan Deal. That's going to score one. Neighbors is going to get over to third off of a high throw to the catcher going home, trying to get the runner going home. So Neighbors is going to get a double and then advance to third with an RBI.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Coach Grimm was too impressed with the play in the field there.
No,
quickly goes out and brings everybody in to have a little conversation.
And, I don't think it was the play of the outfield. I think it was more or less how we received that ball in from the outfield.
Right.
Because we had the outfield in, which, look, I mean, we're all guilty. We look at Neighbors. Neighbors is probably the smallest guy on the whole team over there, right? So we bring in the outfield in on that, right? And he poked one over their head just perfect. So great piece of hitting by Neighbors right there. But it was the confusion on where bodies were when the ball was coming back into the infield. So, we're going to make a change here also. We're going to pull Avery Gotro, and we got Jackson LeBlanc going out to second base. We're also going to be bringing, let's see here. Oh, Beck Guidry is going to be stepping on the bump for the Spartans at this point. Beck Guidry did a really good job. That was against Hanville. He actually stepped in and shut him down. So, really good guy. He really got a couple good pitches. A lot of movement on his breaking balls, and like, he's got a bulldog mentality. He ain't afraid to go after him. So. right, so things are going to settle back in here. So number 6, Eli Brignac, will be the batter for the Lions. That's going to be facing Beck Guidry. Beck Guidry. Just found out he's actually kin to me, young man, and got to finally meet his mom. I knew her dad, and he was here at the game. I said, "Man, what are you doing?" He said, "Come watch my grandson," and it happened to be Beck. And great family, know them all. Just didn't know him and his mom, So know him now, and excited to watch him because he's pretty exciting here.
Fielder number 6, Eli Brignac.
So Beck Guidry's going to step on a bump, and he's got a runner at third with nobody out. First pitch is down low. Big swing and a miss right there by Brignac.
Nice pitch. Looked like it took a little something off of that one.
Yeah, it cut in on him. That's what I was talking about a while ago. He's got so much movement on all the pitches he throws. And look, this is a foul ball right here. So he's going to jump ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Biggest thing going through Beck's head right now is I want to get these guys out and leave that fella at third.
Yeah.
But ultimately, what Beck needs it doesn't matter with that guy at third with the score that we got 9-2 right now.
Didn't miss by much.
No, but he wanted that one.
Yeah.
And that pitch was high. So we're going to work it to a full count now. And, this is what we were just saying, don't worry about the guy at third. Let's just go get the batter.
Yeah, you're at the point of the game for the Spartans where you start counting outs.
Yes, that's a nice pitch right there. Fouled off, so it's 3-2. Brignac doing a good job hanging in there.
Yeah, you need, 9 outs left?
Yes.
No. Mm-hmm. So that's the magic number. That's what you got to be thinking in your head.
And that ball's going to find the hole there in the outfield and left center. And he is, he almost, but he's safe for second. So, young man comes up with a double and hits in the RBI. And that's going to play the second one this inning for the Lions.
At the plate, third baseman number 20, Hudson Jones.
So Jones digging in here. Brignac at second. Beck Guidry getting the sign. Missed inside. Beautiful pitch right there.
Yeah, nice looking breaking ball.
Breaking ball, and he gets him to swing big on it. And he didn't know if he wanted to bail out or swing. He was stepping back and swinging at the same time. So, big, beautiful pitch right there.
Yeah, you've seen the fastball, and you've now seen the breaking ball.
And he gets it again, same pitch, and misses it for the second time.
It's if you're the hitter, you're really going to be guessing from this point forward of what's coming next.
Well, he commands that curveball so well that as a pitching coach, you can call another breaking ball in this situation with confidence.
And he did not see the first two well
No.
at all.
Now he comes fastball and strikes him out.
That's why you and I are coaching
Yeah,
pitchers.
yeah. That's why we just talk about it, you know.
Now batting the DH, number 14, Brax Jackson.
All right, Jackson is up to bat now. Big curveball missed on the inside. Talking to Coach Grimm and Coach Gotro, they really like this young man in this situation where he can come in with 2 or 3 innings left and really command the game and shut it down for him, you know. Just really decided to become a PO this season. So, you know, they still got some kinks to work out with him, but he's got a lot of upside.
Yeah, real tall kid. And once you get all those mechanics figured out
Absolutely.
and get it all put together,
Big swing and looks like, I don't know, did he foul that one off? It was a strike anyway, but it was hard to see if he got a piece of that or if it just bounced off the glove.
and anything he's missed, Gidger hadn't missed by much.
No, he's really not. And what I like, he's not afraid to go inside.
No, we use both sides of the plate.
Yep. 2-1 pitch here, and big breaking ball is going to be hit at Hudson Brown at third and bounced off his chest, and not much you can do with that one. That was a pretty quick hop on him, and did his great job just knocking the ball down and keeping everybody where they're at. So
Yeah, probably saved a run.
absolutely. So
Now batting number 18, Luke Green.
Luke Brignac coming up to bat now. All right back to Hudson. All he's got to do is step on his bag here, and we get the lead out there. And so it's going to be a ground out to third base.
No, he was foul ball.
What?
He caught it just inside foul territory.
What am I watching?
I'm not sure.
He didn't catch that in fair territory?
He did not. I know. Hudson was thinking the whole time he really wanted that ball to stay fair because he was going across the diamond.
Look, well, my blind self saw that as a catch in fair territory. Tommy Trahan, was that a fair or foul ball? Man, you couldn't see that either. Well, he gets the strikeout, so it doesn't really matter at this point. So, you know.
Position of the ball, not
Yeah, well.
he could be standing in foul
Henry with the
territory.
strikeout, bringing up the first
Well-
baseman, number 9, Logan Fanguy.
Correct. Yeah, but when I looked up, I saw him glove it, and I started charting, and I was giving him an out.
The reason I could tell is because Hudson kind of gave up a little bit.
So, ladies and gentlemen that are asking about the soccer game, do you know, Achilles, or are they somebody streaming the game?
I have no idea.
It's 8-0.
Yep, it went final.
Okay, 8-0, not the Spartans. So, soccer game is over. Here we go. Ball hit to center field, and they are going to plate another run there. Runners are going to get to first and second now. So we were trying to check on soccer. I missed that, but
Hard ground ball right up the middle. Scored a runner from second. The Lions certainly aren't giving up anytime soon.
all right, so this is going to be blown up to bat. That was Fanguy got the base hit up to center field. It scored the run.
Big swing.
Big swing and a miss right there. And yes, I do agree with you. The field looks great tonight. We've talked about that before. The outfield is still grass, and it's a chore to water it because when they put the turf in, they destroyed the plumbing, and so we don't have sprinklers in the outfield. So big curveball right there. Just no, he gave it to him. Wow, I thought he was gonna. Well, I thought it was a strike, but the way he
delayed
hesitated
right-hand
on it.
signal right there.
But Stephen Usher does a heck of a job at getting that outfield looking as good as it does, and I don't understand how it's so green and so pretty right now this time of the year, but he's got it great right now. So this ball's hit to right center, and it's going to fall in, and we're going to play to another Lion here, and runners will be on the corner.
Nice piece of hitting, found the gap over there in right center.
Nothing fancy, just staying within himself and hitting the baseball there in the center field.
Now batting the catcher number 22, Taylor Painter.
So Taylor Painter up to bat now. This is the most batters that they have put up in an inning so far tonight. And that's going to miss for ball one.
And, of course, the Lions have been doing all this with 2 outs for some time.
Yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable, but yes. And maybe I jinx poor Guidry, but, like, I really have a lot of faith in this young man. I'm kind of like the coaching staff. I see a lot of upside to him. That would be the guy I'd go to in this situation, right? You know, bring him in and let him shut the door. He's still got a lot of pitches left in him, so
Getting this early season varsity experience is so important.
Yep.
For what is a young pitching staff.
I mean, it's young, definitely, and you know, and that's what you do when you schedule these games like against Ascension Christian, and that's what you want to do. You want to get them out and work them out and give them some experience here. And that was a ground ball to third base, and Hudson Browning handled that one well and threw it across the diamond for the third out. They're going to play 4 that inning, so that's going to make the score 9-5. Coach Grimm's got the Spartans over there, and they having a heart-to-heart right now because this game shouldn't be 9-5 right now. Okay, and he knows it, and every kid over there in a Spartan uniform knows it. So he's going to get their head back right, and they're going to take off, and they're going to try to shut the door here in the next couple innings and pull away. They're not going to go down without a fight, the Lions, but the Spartans, you know.
Yeah, I mean, that inning's behind you.
Yep, let's wash it.
6 more outs left to get in the field. And
all right, so we got a new pitcher here. Who is this? Number 20. Let's see who that is. That's going to be Hudson Jones, who was the starting third baseman. He is going to be pitching now.
It's like Neighbors has moved back to second base.
Neighbors went back to second. Who is at third now? No, that was the original starting pitcher at third base is Luke Brignac. So, a few changes right there for the Lions, and they got to start with the top of the lineup here with the Spartans. A couple hot swinging bats here with Ethan Deal and Hudson Browning leading things off.
Yeah, it's a good spot right there, top of the order. Let's see if your strongest bats can get a couple of those runs back right here.
off, right fielder, number 7, Ethan Dill.
All right, Ethan Deal coming up. See, last time he was up, he was hit by a pitch.
We had a guy that played with my youngest son. He was an offensive lineman. What did Chop have? High blood pressure for 2 years? Couldn't play?
And Dale's going to turn on first pitch and hit it right at the left fielder. Get the first out of the inning. So Hudson Jones jumps in and one pitch, one out. Man, you can't ask for anything better than that.
Nope, another hard hit ball, just didn't
Third
fall.
baseman, number 17, Hudson Browning.
Yeah, that's one thing we talk about. All you have to do is continue to just hit the ball hard. You keep hitting the ball hard, great things happen. You know, sometimes they're gonna catch them. Sometimes it's gonna fall. But just keep hitting it hard. And Hudson Browning lays down a bunt, ladies and gentlemen, and he is out at first base. And first baseman is still down. There was a little collision there with Browning and the first baseman, and
Didn't he let the ball hit his glove and roll out? Sure did. Where's the trainer?
I got hurt last time. The trainer fell asleep.
all right, so first baseman's up and walking around, and
She was hopping around. Grabbing a hot dog.
Looks like he caught the worst of that little collision there with Hudson.
yeah, Hudson did the tuck and roll, and he was just in a bad spot trying to leave his body out there and catch the ball.
I think Browning trying to catch everybody off guard. Saw the third baseman playing
Yeah,
deep. And
yeah. I mean, I like it. We talked about that the other night. You know, everybody was bunting, and Hudson rolls around, and it's like, okay, what do we do? Well, he's swinging, right? But you know, he's got to be able to play a complete game, right? So he's going to the next level. He's going to play the collegiate level, and you know, chances are the way he sees the baseball, the way his hand-eye coordination is, and he can attack the baseball, chances are at the next level, he's probably not going to see a lot of bumps, okay?
Yeah.
But if you're a college coach and you know you got that in your back pocket where you can take a kid like Hudson that can, you know he can swing it, but he can also lay it down and play some small ball, that's just a
especially if you're-
golden charm for you.
You know, you're a younger college player, and the coach needs a bunt to go down.
Yep.
Situational baseball.
Right.
You want to be the kid that
Absolutely.
coach is going to count on you to get it down.
Absolutely. That's what I like about the versatility with him. You know, being able to, he can play catcher, he can play third base. You know, he's kind of, you know, he's not limited to what he can do. And, you know, with the bats, every time he steps up, everybody wants to see a big, long hit ball, you know. So I like the call. Nobody on the field expected that bunt to happen.
And I'm thinking if it's just a little bit further toward the third base line, that ball is really trouble.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So first baseman fan guy is going to come out, and let's see, they're moving. See, that's going to be Brainiac, who was at third, the original starting pitcher who ended up going to third. He is now at first.
Number 32, Carson
And at
Lagone.
third base, if you see a number, yell it out, because I don't.
You have to get him to turn around. The
Yeah.
ones on the front are.
Yeah, it's hard to see. Jones is still on the mound. Carson Lacombe stepping in right now for the Spartans, and 2 outs right here for him. And that pitch is going to be down and away for ball 1.
Chris is 77.
Alright. Candy's mom and daddy live right there. You know where that big gated community is?
Lacombe is going to turn on this one and hit it little slow chopper to second base, and he's going to pick it up and throw him out for the last out of the inning there.
3 up, 3 down. The bottom
So
of the
3 up,
fifth,
3
score
down,
9-5.
and
Spartans ahead in the
Spartans are
sixth
still
inning.
leading 9-5.
Check out these February price freeze door busters this month only at Marchand's Interior and Hardware in downtown Gonzales. Marchand's is a proud supporter of EA Spartan Baseball.
You couldn't see it at home, but poor Neighbors. He was coming out the dugout, and there was a bad throw, and it clipped Neighbors over there by the dugout. Poor guy just trying to walk out to the on-deck circle. All right, so this is going to be Preston LeBlanc coming up to bat now
Hitting off,
for the
center fielder, number
Lions,
1,
center
Preston
fielder.
LeBlanc.
Yeah, we'll see here if Guidry can forget those couple runs last inning and get right back to throwing strikes.
Absolutely, but, you know.
Which control wasn't a problem in the last half inning either.
No.
They found some open holes
they hit
in the
the ball.
field.
So he's going to miss that one inside, and count's going to be 1-1. But as Ascension Christian Lions, you got to be thinking, guys, like, we just put up 4 on them.
Yeah, that's
last
certainly the
inning, okay?
message in the dugout.
Yeah.
Let's go do that again.
Let's do it again, and it's a ball game, you know. So here's a slow chopper to Browning, and he makes a throw, and he's not going to be in time. That was a hard play to make right there. That ball, it looked like it was coming hot, and it kind of died on that hop, and it never really gained any more air. Hudson had to.
Kind of that unexpected between hop, and he never got comfortable.
Yep.
Now batting number 16, Brock Neighbors.
So Brock Neighbors up to bat now. LeBlanc at first, Neighbors at the plate.
He like 5'3". He's right here.
All right, Neighbors is, in my opinion, he's kind of the heart of this Lion team, man. He's got it there, and he's been grinding. He's got 2 nice base hits. He's been working his little tail off out there.
Yeah, he certainly, probably one of the, appears to be one of the toughest kids on that team.
Oh, absolutely.
Between the pitcher, it's like I said, a couple nice base hits.
Yep.
Even on deck circles has even been a challenge a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, he's had a base hit to center field, and he had a double that he turned into a triple on a bad throw. So he was able to cause some havoc, Runner gets down to second base on a pitch. It wasn't handled by the catcher there.
Yeah, he certainly has a lot of fight in it, that's for sure.
That's going to be 3-1 on Neighbors here.
Yeah, nobody out, runner in scoring position. He has a chance to get this another run home.
And he walked him. going to be Eli
At the plate,
Brignac,
fielder number 6, Eli Brignac.
the left fielder, coming up to bat tonight. Let's see here. Nice pitch for a strike right there.
Did you work today? No. Did you work yesterday?
Like I said, we'll see how Guidry handles this runners at first and second with nobody out.
Huh? Why you got double?
And I like it because there's no action in the bullpen right now. So
Yeah, this is his game.
yeah, Coach Gautreaux and Coach Grimion, they have settled in, and yeah, he's going to carry this game. So great learning opportunity for this young man, and beautiful pitch right there. So and look, and I've said it, I really like his stuff. I really like his approach to the game. And like I said, I hope I didn't jinx him, but he is so much upswing to this guy. Just it's unreal. The future is bright for him.
He certainly has
Got him
tons of upside.
striked out on the big breaking ball. Brignac's going to go down for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, same exact pitch we saw before,
Yeah.
and just couldn't put that one any better on the outside corner.
Hudson Jones.
It's going to be Jones coming up to bat, who is their pitcher now. And he's going to hit a chopper up the middle, and only play is that first. And, it goes off the first baseman's mitt. And that's going to play the line there, and runners are going to hold at the corners. Gosh, dog it.
Coach Grimm's going to take a minute to
Yeah,
get the Spartans to gather themselves here.
yeah. And look, that's like that was a great pitch, and that's an out. I mean, that's a textbook out, and had to rush to throw just a hair, but you got a strong enough arm. You plant your feet, you make that throw. It was there. It was there. We missed. And that's what Grimion's telling him right now. You're doing a great job. You hang in there. You keep throwing your pitches. We just got to make a play.
Yeah.
Now batting the DH, number 14, Brax Jackson.
So Brax Jackson is going to come up to bat now with runners on the corner. He had a hit down third base last time he was up.
And you look, tying run now at the plate. So all of a sudden the Lions have eaten away at this Spartan lead, and now we have a baseball game.
Yeah, yeah. And I told you, man, they have always, they're a scrappy organization. They're going to come out and they're going to battle. And all the years we've played them, my son played here, it was the same situation that you just really, when you thought you had them down, here they come back, Those young guys, they play hard. They definitely play hard. So that's a 1-1. That's a big breaking ball for a strike from Beck Guidry. Runner is moving, and ball's going to be hit, and it's going to fall in the left field. That's going to play to another Lion right there, and runners are going to be at first and second for him with only one out. All right, so we're going to take another mound visit. Now, if he has somebody warmed up, I don't know where in the heck they were warming up at because they wasn't in the bullpen. It must be Tristan Manuel. Looks like
He's going to leave first. Yeah.
Looks like he's leaving. Lacombe's coming in. That's going to do it for Beck Guidry. Let's see here. Yep, that's who it's going to be. It's going to be Tristan Manuel coming in. Had to go swap his glove. And look, we knew that, you know, Beck's a young guy. You know, and like they talked about, there's so much upswing to him. We just got to zone it in, right? We got to work as a staff to get him to do what we need him to do. He threw some really good pitches. I don't think he's getting pulled tonight because of the pitches. We really didn't make some plays behind him. You know,
No,
we
had several opportunities.
yeah.
We just didn't make all the plays.
But with a young pitcher like that, you don't want to you want him to be able to get into a situation like this and be able to work his way out of it. However, if you let him sink in this situation, then it could really be devastating down the road.
Yeah,
So,
if you find yourself in a situation you didn't give him all the help maybe he
Right.
could have gotten, kind of mess with a young pitcher's psyche a little bit.
Correct. Yep. Yeah, it's funny. We were playing. I can remember my son's senior year. We were playing at Dutchtown, and he was starting on the bump, and I think we committed more errors in that one game than we did the whole year. Right? We couldn't make a play, and he got pulled in, I don't know, third inning or whatever, and after the game, I said, "Well, how was that conversation?" And he said, "Well, Coach pulled me because we couldn't make a play." And I said, "No, I understand that." I said, "But you gave up some hits." And he said, "Yeah, but I got pulled because nobody could make a play. You know, he didn't want to run up the pitch count, didn't want to run up all the, on him." So
You start to think about the next game
that's
a little
right.
bit.
That's right.
How
So,
long you need to rest.
Correct. So that's kind of what that situation was. In my opinion, we're going to pull him because we don't want him coming down on himself after this, because he's still a project. We're still working on him, and we're still building him up because he's got a lot of upswing. So,
They used to yell at you way back in the day for some hands in the office.
and on the other hand, we all, me and a lot of guys that are close to this program, we kind of went into the season thinking it was going to be a pitch by committee where you're going to see 3 and 4 guys every game,
How much of the traditional starter going most of the game?
Correct.
Going deep into the innings.
Right.
Would you even see this year?
Yeah.
The same thing with Tristan Manuel. You're looking at a sophomore,
Yeah.
seeing some of his first varsity action.
Yep. And he looked great the other day. He came in where he pitched 3 or 4 innings, whatever it was, in that 15-run rule, but he was pretty strong and impressive there. So first pitch missed for a ball, and a big swing and miss right here. That was a nice pitch right there. Get the strike. So 1 out for the Lions. They got runners at first and second, and they're down by 2 now. It's a 9-7 ball game.
Yep.
So they're looking right now to make something else happen, and that's a fly ball to center field. And Morrow makes the catch, and nobody's going to tag. So it's going to be 2 down, runners at first and second still. And coming to the plate, that's going to be the first baseman, Logan Fan guy, that had a little incident at first base. Looks like he's okay, and he's going to be coming back in. He's going to foul that one out of play.
Yeah, big spot here with 2 outs. So let's see if we can make a play here in the field.
Beautiful pitch right there. Foul ball.
Kind of a very defensive swing that
Yeah.
time. Didn't
Yeah.
really see the breaking ball.
Yep.
Let's see if he goes back to it again.
So Tristan Manuel's got an 0-2 count with 2 outs and 2 runners on here. Ball on outside. He did not chase, so that's going to be ball 1.
Didn't miss by much.
No, and they got some Spartan fans kind of hooping and hollering out there because it didn't get called strike 3. But let's see how he finishes up here. Sometimes those umpires need a little help from the stands, you know.
Yeah, because we all saw it better.
Yeah. Beautiful pitch right there, and he's going to say it's elevated. I don't know, Blue. I've been known to voice my opinion at an umpire or two, and I don't know about that one. I don't know if I agree with that one.
And if he's throwing with the neighbors right there, that's certainly
That's
certainly high.
That's certainly high. But with Fan Guy, he's pretty tall, and call strike 3 on the outside corner. So Tristan Manuel comes in and does his job and stops the bleeding. So they still scored 2 runs. So that is going to be 9-7.
Yeah, 9. Ascension Christian, 7.
You good? I just looked up and everybody was staring our way. So I didn't know if we did something wrong.
We ain't done nothing wrong.
All right, good. Achilles Ray needs to keep me in check over here. And so Achilles, so where you from originally?
So I'm actually from. Well, I was actually born in Missouri.
Okay.
But I spent 7 years of my life there.
Okay.
Until we moved down to Texas, but it was a really bad time to move down to Texas. It was 2017, and that was right at Hurricane Harvey.
Yeah.
And sadly, our apartment complex didn't stand too well against it. So we had to move to a little town called Enid, Oklahoma, which there's nothing there.
Yeah.
There's nothing there. And then through there, my mom worked up through Walmart, and she actually got to one of the 3rd highest level that you can be in a Walmart. And then to advance her career, she was like, you know what, we're moving down to Baton Rouge. And I was like, wait, Baton Rouge? What? Why are we moving down to Baton Rouge my senior year?
Yeah.
And she was like, well, we need to. And I was like, well, there's not much I can do about it. And I mean, I got down here, and I'm faced with so many opportunities. I mean, I can do this.
Yeah.
I was able to wrestle finally.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
just so many things.
Right. So you never played baseball?
I never played. I watched minimally, but I could if I were to tune into a game, I could tell what's happening.
Right.
But if I were to call it out, no.
Right.
No.
Right. I got you.
But I'll pick up more and more.
Yeah. And look, it's not as complicated as baseball guys like to make it.
Right.
You know, it's still a simple game.
It is.
You know, you throw the ball, you hit the ball, you catch a ball, you know, that kind of stuff. But I'm gonna tell you what, if you never held a bat, facing a pitcher, throwing it, trying to strike you out, you don't know. I mean, it is tough. It is tough. Tristan Manuel up the bat for the Spartans. He's going to take strike 1 there. Now, I will say this. I was always a baseball, football guy until my son started wrestling.
Oh.
And, nice pitch for strike 2 taken right there by Tristan Manuel. Mm-hmm. Now that I'm into the wrestling world,
Right.
That's extremely tough.
That's
You know, it's you. You're not, you know, here you got 9 different guys out on the field
that's
playing.
exactly what I'm thinking most of the time.
Yeah, and you can be doing great and have a teammate mess up and you lose a game or, you know, so it's a team effort. Whereas in wrestling, it's you, and nobody can help you.
And that's why losses hurt much more because there's a winner and there's a loser.
That's
and
right.
Guess what?
Yep.
You're the loser.
That's right.
And it just hurts.
Yep. Tristan Manuel takes a big cut right there and goes down swinging.
But it goes the opposite way for wins. Guess who won?
Yeah. Well, and the problem with losing in wrestling is you're doing it in a little bitty old spandex suit too.
Oh yeah, no, that's something that I was like a little bothered by, but I was like, no, I got to push through it.
That's right. Lucas Cook up to plate for the Spartans now. Big swing and a miss right there. It's going to make the count 1-1 for the shortstop here.
So, how many years had you coached?
So, about, it's going to be a call strike there. I've coached about 24, 25 years, but it was youth baseball. 12 to 14-year-olds is where I spend most of my time coaching, and here in Gonzales, and did a little travel ball and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
I went down whenever my son was playing and coached young kids at that point, through T-ball, coach's pitch, all that stuff. So Cook's going to pop up on the infield, or chopper on the infield, going to get thrown out at first there.
So there's just some terms I don't know. Like, what do you mean by a chopper? A chopper.
How it was bouncing. It was just, he chopped it and it bounced up and down. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So Dylan Powers up to the bat now. Yeah, and look, we create terminology for everything, right? And it's kind of like we were talking about some of the wrestling dads at other schools. We in a group chat, and all these famous moves are named after people, the Granby and all this stuff, right?
Really?
Yeah. So we're known for the cradle, right?
Yep.
EA, every coach in the other corner's yelling, "Watch the cradle! Watch the cradle!" Every one of them. And it's funny because they're yelling it and we're putting them in it, right? Yeah. And so we started throughout the season. I don't know if y'all heard us, but we were telling you just got Mahoney'd because that's his favorite move, right? So we put names on all kind of things, same thing in baseball. So Powers is going to look at that ball too right there. So it's 2-1 on Powers with 2 outs and nobody on. Fouls off this pitch here. It's going to bring up 2-2 with 2 outs for Powers. Powers hit the big triple last time he was up.
Yeah, he really made good contact with that last one. And
he ripped that thing right down that right field line. And he got all under this one, and pitcher is calling it, and he makes the play on the infield.
3 up, 3 down on the bottom of the 6th. We had the 7th inning with your score, EA 9, Ascension Christian 7.
So 9-7, and that's
EA Baseball would like to thank Parish Tractor of Gonzales for their support this season. You can reach them on the phone at 647-5881 or online at parishtractor.com, or stop by and see us at 13173 Airline Highway in Gonzales. Stop by and see Scott Skip Creel for all your Kubota and Stihl needs.
Volleyball through our local team.
Yeah, I'd heard that. Somebody had told me that.
We didn't never do much though.
Right.
We did about as much as like Monday nights we'd go to our local church and we'd smack some balls.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, we're back here, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking with Achilles Ray, and he's a foreigner to us here in the South, but he is one of us now. He is our producer for EA TV, and he's a senior at East Ascension here, and he does a great job with all this with us. And
one of the other things I was a little scared about is the food we have down here. Like, wait,
It's
as
much better.
an outsider looking in,
Yeah.
it looks funky.
Yeah, but our worst food is better than anybody's best food in the
absolutely.
country. And look, and that's even in Louisiana. You could take the food from South Louisiana, and I'm not even gonna say South. I'm gonna say like from Lafayette to Gonzales.
Yeah.
New Orleans is terrible. Anytime you put tomatoes in jambalaya, you should be.
You should call it something else.
Well, you should do prison time
A tomato
because it
in
is
jambalaya?
nasty. Yes, that's how the Creole jambalaya. But even in North Louisiana, they don't know how to cook. So once you get in that Lafayette to Gonzales,
Like
oval there,
Food belt.
oh man, it's so much better. So, yeah, so I can imagine being from somewhere else and you showing up here and they dropping crawfish and frog legs in front of you and you wondering what the heck to do with it.
We were in French class and someone was like, "Wait, you never had frog legs?" And I looked at them crazy. I was, "What? Yes,
but it tastes like chicken.
Everybody has said that.
It does.
Everybody has said that.
Yeah.
I actually had my first crawfish the day after state when we were driving home.
Oh, really? Really?
It tastes. I mean, it was a crawfish roll from.
You got
Billy's.
from Billy's Boudin. Yeah, actually, I ate that on the way to state. Now we stopped there and got those. So Tristan Manuel right here facing LeBlanc, count was 2-2 on him, and strikes him out right there. Yeah, but Billy's is good, but that's still not like boiled crawfish. That's totally different. But that little roll thing that they sell there is
Now
pretty
batting
good.
number 22, Taylor.
Taylor Painter is coming up to bat now.
The Spartans with a couple defensive changes, I see. Looks like Morrow's over there at second.
Yep.
Dylan Powers moved into center.
Lacombe's at first. All right, that's going to be for strike one there. You got Snowden in left. Deal was probably in right. Looks like Deal out there. I'm half blind, so I can't see it. And I love these yellow jerseys. However, it's harder to read the numbers on the front. Beautiful pitch right there.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you what, Manuel is dialing in right now. And he's going to pop that one up, and Dill is on his horses, and he's in foul territory. Makes the catch right there.
Out.
So got the out.
Nice catch in foul territory.
It ran a really long way
Yes, he did.
with a lot of foul ground over there and right. And secured the second out here in the top of the seventh.
Preston LeBlanc.
I mean, we're looking like a whole different team than when we were
Yes.
the 5th and 6th.
Yes, Preston LeBlanc stepping in the bat now. Well, at this point in the game, you can almost taste the victory. So,
Right.
and then we played a little funky there, kind of midway of the game, and so you don't. We're coming off of a big. It was a loss, but it was a win against Hanville, and then we come back with two big victories right back to back after that. So these guys want to continue this win streak. They want to continue building off of that, and that's what they're tasting right now. That's a big swing and a miss there.
Yeah, really important before you go travel for the first time to get 3-game win streak would be big here.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, because that tournament they're going to it's not it's not an easy tournament they're going to play in. So.
No,
It's going to be playoff caliber teams that you face every day. So
you'll have a playoff environment each and every game.
absolutely, you will. He missed just low on that one. That's 3-1 count here with 2 outs. LeBlanc up to bat with Manuel on the mound. Somebody ought to tell that man and lady that they ought to pull their chairs back out. They still got some baseball to play. And he's going to walk him there. Umpire gave a little I thought he looked disappointed, like he wanted to ring him up.
Well, I can't tell if he wanted to ring him up or if he was
Plate number 16, Brock Neighbor.
Or maybe he was thinking, dang it,
Looked like
you
the-
walked him, and I got to stay here longer now.
maybe so. Yeah. Bring the tie and run to the plate.
Yep.
And I think the batter was a little confused in the count as well, and didn't take off the first
No,
right
he
away.
didn't. He didn't. And here comes Brock Neighbors, who has been really a thorn in the Spartan side tonight. With the bat and pitching. So let's see what he can do here. He walked his last at bat, and he had a double and a single before that. So nice pitch right there for a strike. That's going to be a 1-2 count, 2 outs, runner on first. It's going to be a big out for the Spartans here because Neighbors has been really their guy tonight.
Yep.
So
Certainly been a thorn in the Spartan side.
and runner is going, and he strikes him out
On a high
to
fastball.
end the inning right there. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be your ball game. The Spartans are going to win 9-7 tonight.
Final score: EA 9, Ascension Christian.
Yeah. Hats off to the Lions when it was 9-1, and they never quit.
Yeah, they really hung in there.
Put the ball in play, made some good things happen.
Yes.
Spartans, Spartans gave them a hand on a couple of occasions, but they found some empty grass.
Well,
You know.
they did. They went with the pitch. They did what they had to do. You know, look, we played really well first couple innings. Got a little funky there, kind of mid-game, and then we ended out very strong to close it out. Which, look, hey, a W is a W. I don't care how you get it, where you get it. Proud of these Spartans for keep fighting like they're doing. And, you know, every step is just getting better and better down the road. So
Yeah, you always want to go have the talk about how to close those middle innings.
Yes.
On the winning side than on the losing side.
That's right. Absolutely. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, thank you again for tuning in to us. I'm sorry we had the little screw up in the beginning of the game and I hit the wrong button, but somewhere's out there the first 2 innings are on if you can find it in the World Wide Web. But thank you for tuning in and watching with us. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So before we hang up, yes, the first lady of the fire district department. I mean, yes, her husband.
She must have found it.
Yeah, it says her first lady's husband's helped commentate the game. So, on that note, for Fire Chief Preston Landry and our producer here, Achilles Ray, I am Ralph DeLatte, and thank you for watching. Go Spartans.
Go Spartans. Good night.